Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Wick, and welcome to day 11 of 30 days of morning yoga. This morning's practice is all about open and happy hips. So we're going to get into the psoas, the groin, and the outer hips. So a prop is going to be needed for this class. You could use a block or a bolster or a couple pillows. And if you don't have that, that's okay. You can still do this practice. If you're on this journey with me, welcome back. I'm really grateful to be here and honored to be here with you. You're doing great. And if you're here just for this one practice, that is also great. If you want to learn more, head over to day 0. This is for all levels, so let's get into something comfortable and let's get the practice started. We're going to begin on our backs this morning. Have a block or a bolster or something that you could use that mimics this height, around this height, with you as we come onto the back. Have it within arm's reach, and we'll just start with the feet wide, knees falling in to touch in constructive rest. Hands could be on the belly or arms by the side. Let's close the eyes here, and we want to center and ground and fully arrive into our practice. So 2 deep cleansing breaths together. Inhale in through the nose, fill up. Big exhale out through the mouth, let it go. One more like this, fully inhale. Exhale, release. Closing the mouth. Tuning into your breath, your rhythm of breath. Inviting in a soft, open belly. Let yourself just fully land and arrive here exactly as you are. Giving yourself the gift of this moment. So releasing the last few moments, the last 5 minutes. Letting go of any expectation. Just be here with yourself now. With your breath. Now, as we're establishing this connection with our breathing, we're going to set ourselves up for our first shape. We'll gently release the knees. Find your block and lift your hips up and bring the prop underneath your tailbone, your sacrum, that bony part just above your glutes. And then extend the left leg out long and bring your right knee in towards the chest. Flex your feet. Interlace the hands around the right shin. If you don't have any props, you could absolutely do this just on the floor without the block or bolster. Keeping the hips level. Sometimes that right hip likes to hike up a little bit. Shoulders relaxed. Back of the neck long. And we're breathing into the hip flexors, the psoas, that deep, deep muscle that connects the lower half and the top half of the body, that wraps around the base of the spine. Bringing your breath into this area, hip flexors, groin, low belly. Just actively inviting in love and nourishment. You can stay center here, or if you'd like, left hand could come to the left hip bone and draw that right shin out to the right, making sure the foot stays flexed to protect the knee, and make sure that you don't feel any pain in the lower back. If you do, ease off, you've gone too far. Good, and then if your leg's off to the side, bring it back to center, and we'll invite in a simple switch. So left knee pulls in, interlace hands around the left shin, right leg extends. As you do this, just notice if the hips are gonna wanna hike up. Can you keep it grounded? And right knee is in line with the ceiling, the sky. Again, just readjust, softening the shoulders, chin slightly in, and just let your body unfurl into the shape. So we don't need to totally blast ourselves in the full expression. Find this peaceful infusion of your breath to your body. Good, you can stay center, or maybe you want to bring the right hand to the right hip bone as a reminder to stay grounded, and maybe draw the left shin out to the left any amount. Good, back to center. Plant both feet down onto the mat. Press down with the feet to lift the hips up and slide your prop out. Lower the hips back down. Bring both knees in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. You can sway or be still. We're gonna meet in tabletop all fours. So you could either just roll to one side and meet me there, or you can rock and roll a couple times. When you get to the top, you cross the ankles, bring the hands forward, scoot yourself back a little bit. And let's invite in just a few cat-cows to open up. It's the morning. It always feels good to open up the spine. So inhale, release the belly, tilt the pelvis, open the chest, gaze lifts. Close your eyes. Exhale, pull the belly in, chin in, tail under. Push the floor away. Twice more, nice and smooth. Inhale. Exhale, round. Last one. Come to neutral table, tuck the toes under. Let's find the first down dog of this practice, perhaps of the morning. Long, long spine, sit bones up and back. You can pedal it out here. Bend one knee, bend the other. Wrap the upper arms around and in. Maybe bend the knees a lot and reach the sit bones high. Heels behind the toes. And let's step the right foot through between the hands. Between the hands, left knee comes down, and arms are going to sweep up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana, thumbs back, pinkies forward, drop that right hip down. Broad open chest, soften the shoulders. And let's bring the arms down to the inside of the right leg and heel toe your right foot out to make some space for your chest and your arms. Let's have the toes face forward and the right knee hugs into your right shoulder. And then the right heel and hip energetically is drawing back as the left knee comes forward. It's a scissoring action in the legs. You can stay right here. This might be enough, hands on the ground. Or you could use your props if you have them and bring yourself onto your forearms on the blocks, or maybe even forearms on the ground if you have that space. But keeping that right knee hugging in, and try not to totally just round the back. Find some length. So softening the shoulders, the chest is coming through, and try not to crank the neck, chin is in. And then commit to stillness here. One breath at a time. Invite in this softness and ease into any areas that you feel tense, tension, stiffness, density. Rather than trying to go around it, see if you can find the courage to breathe through it. This is called lizard pose. Good, just a few more cycles of breath here. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. We're going to tuck the left toes under, power up the back leg, and use the core to step your right foot back. You can pedal it out a couple times if you'd like. And we'll go to the other side. So left foot's going to step through in between the hands, right knee comes down. Low lunge, arms sweep up, drop that left hip down, low belly zips in. Enjoy this length. And release the arms on the inside of the left leg. Heel toe your left foot out a bit. Make some space for your chest. And maybe this side feels totally different, and you don't have to mirror the exact same thing you did on the other side here. So you choose the shape that is most supportive to you. So left knee hugs in, left toes face forward. Maybe you bring the forearms on blocks, maybe not. So left heel is drawing back as the right knee comes forward. And you might not even move. It's just that thought. So you're keeping it dynamic. You're supporting yourself as you open and deepen. Softening the shoulders, long spine, chin in. Maybe close your eyes, go inward here. And again, just connecting one breath at a time. Keep it simple. Get a few more cycles of breath here. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. We're going to tuck the right toes under, power up the back leg, lift your hips a little higher here. Turn your left toes to face the top left corner of your mat. And you could use momentum so you can lean back a little bit, or you could just use the power of your legs and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Malasana, heels in, toes out. Yogic squat, maybe you sit on blocks, palms touch. And just be here for a few cycles of breath. Shoulders soften, long spine. Chest open. And we'll ground down through the heels. Chest stays lifted. Feel the power of your legs rise and extend. Gentle squeeze of the glutes when you get to the top. Block aside. Heel toe your feet underneath the hip bones. Nice stretch up. Breathe in, arms to reach up. Maybe look up. As you exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins or quads, shoulders back, belly in, chin in, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to come into pigeon pose. So right leg is going to sweep up, three-legged dog just for a moment. Right knee comes to right wrist, right ankle towards the left. Hips are in the middle. Slide that back leg back a little bit in space. You can always slide a pillow or a block under your right glute for support. Bring the floor to you. Now, if this is just not working for your knee and you're not a fan of this, you can always come onto your back and cross your ankle over your thigh and take figure four. So hips level, arms on either side. Maybe open up your chest for a breath in. And then as you exhale, we take the pigeon to sleep. You could stack your fists if you don't have props on the forehead on the fists. Maybe forehead on the block. Maybe you even slide a bolster in front of you to lay the body over. Softening the shoulders, closing your eyes. And it takes the time it takes for the body to trust and let go. So just hold the space, be patient, and just tune into it one breath at a time. Breathe into the density. Soften your jaw. A few more cycles of breath here. Good. If you have props under you, slowly remove them. We'll bring the hands back down onto the mat, tuck the left toes under, use the core, lift your hips, push down with the hands and step back to downward facing. If you want to give it a little pedal, you can. Bring the circulation back. We'll go right to the other side. So the left leg's going to sweep up, three-legged dog, hips stay closed. And then exhale, left knee to left wrist, left ankle towards the right. It doesn't need to be right up there. You can always have the heel a little closer to the groin. And then slide that right leg back, hips in the center. Maybe slide a blanket or something under your left glute if you want support. And if this doesn't feel good, head onto your back for figure 4. Open up your chest, maybe a breath in here. Sometimes it's a nice stretch for the right hip flexor. And then exhale, pigeon goes to sleep. Stacking your fist or use a block or a bolster. Adjust, find your position. And then once you do find your position, see if you could find stillness. So staying with the discomfort if you feel any. That's where the yoga happens. It's our response to the resistance, the uncomfortableness, whatever is coming up for you, to not attach to it. We want to observe it, witness it, integrate it, and evolve. Responding rather than reacting. A few more cycles of breath. We're going to slowly make our way up, lift the chest, remove any props. Bring the left glute down onto the mat and swing your right leg all the way forward and around. Plant that right foot to the outside of the left thigh, preparing for a seated twist. So you can always lift your hips up on something. Both sit bones connected down, right arm down, left arm reaches up. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're twisting to the right. So either hug your right knee in or hook. Chest open, nice and tall. As you breathe in, grow tall. As you exhale, twist from the navel. As you exhale, counter stretch, twist over to the left. And we'll invite in this twist on the other side. So just switch the cross of your legs, left foot to the outside of the right thigh, left arm behind you. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. As you exhale, twist the left, either hug the left knee in or hook the right tricep. Chest stays open and we're twisting from the abdomen over to the left. So we're not twisting from the neck and shoulders. Growing nice and tall as you breathe in. As you exhale, there's a gentle rinse. Good, and counter stretch over to the right, both arms to the right. And we'll come to a seat to close our practice together. You can always sit up on a prop if you'd like. Get nice and comfortable, either seated, cross-legged, or on your knees. Hands on the thighs, palms down or up, or Gyan Mudra. Shoulders down the back, tall spine. Close your eyes, slight pull in of the chin, relaxed awareness. Tuning into your breath. And just take this moment to notice how your body feels, how your energy is, how you're experiencing your mind. This is all without judgment, just observe. And here is a beautiful opportunity to set an intention for the day, the rest of the morning, the afternoon, the evening. Let it come to you, allowing the heart and the mind to communicate. What is your intention? And as you exhale, allow that intention to radiate throughout your entire being, feeling it now. Let it pulse through the cells and let it radiate throughout the body, even beyond the physical body, the skin. Let's bring our palms to touch in front of the heart space, slight bow in of the chin. Acknowledge the light and the teacher that's within you. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice and this journey with me. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Hi yogis, if you're looking to add on a meditation practice to your yoga journey or just to your yoga practice in general, you can select from one of these short but potent meditation practices. You can pick one to suit your needs. You can try the same one for the whole 30 days or try different ones depending on what you need in the moment. The meditation practice will help to deepen your yoga practice and it'll help to deepen your connection with yourself, strengthen your awareness, and learn some tools on how to self-regulate and to find that place of ease and calm within you on and off the mat. Namaste.